There we go. We fly.
We fly.
I swear I read it as we fly to Mario tonight.
Well, you just missed the word galaxy then.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, the real thing we're flying in is the observatory. I forget. Does it have a name?
You know,
Is it called
its
like the
name is-
SX Galaxy or something?
It's the
its
observatory,
name is
I think.
yeah. Its name is the Rosalina Mobile.
Banana Mobile? Okay.
Wahoo!
Woohoo!
Comet Observatory.
Oh,
Yeah.
that sounds almost like something that could be real.
Yeah, that's the only proper name that's given is the Comet Observatory.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that does seem like a thing to be real, and the scientists would call it like the Como or something.
The Como. I misheard that as the comb over.
that would be their internal name that they actually call it.
Yes.
Old Godzilla was hopping around Tokyo City like a big playground.
Ah, bombs. How I miss you in a 3D game.
Okay. Which button? Come on. Stay in place. Explode.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello,
Jonas.
How about that?
Welcome to the jungle. We got fun and games.
Really?
Specifically Mario Galaxy, would you like to play?
I would love to play, but I don't have a Switch!
Well, Jonas,
Well, even if
You
you
know
had a
what I
Switch, I
always
don't think
say.
you could play it, because Nintendo does dumb things.
they do, in fact, do dumb things. Regularly.
Yeah. Anyway,
You ever see that one website that was like, has DC Comics done something stupid today?
I saw one for, what are Destiny players upset about this week?
Oh, that's amusing as well, also. And in addition to... Oh, that was almost Mojo Jojo, what I just did. That is amusing as well, also and in addition to...
so where did we leave off?
I have kidnapped the professor! I have taken him
Oh.
against his will! He is
are
accompanying me, but not by choice!
We are now doing the worst mini game in all of Super Mario Galaxy.
Hmm.
Ah.
And what, pray tell, do you define as the worst one?
This weird bomb placing mini game that we now see in front of us.
Ah, that one. The bomb minigame, the minigame
Look.
for Mario, the minigame especially designed to frustrate Mario, Mario's minigame.
Look, as long as the bombs in this minigame don't have tragic backstories, I'm okay.
Every single one of them does. Every single one of them. They're all
No,
unique
they're a
individuals
little
with their
less.
own hopes and dreams.
They're a little more lifeless than the Paper Mario bombs.
That's what you think.
Oh god.
That one over there always wanted to be a baker, but his parents didn't support his dreams.
That one, he was going to law school.
That one is a father.
Oh,
And his little bomb children are like, Mommy, when's Daddy coming home?
Daddy is serving the greater empire now.
God.
For the glory of Bowser.
Look at all the fancy lighting on Mario.
You're fancy lighting on Mario.
I am. Yes. So, how's everybody?
I'm alright.
Hello, guys.
Doing.
Also, did I hear for the glory of Bowser?
Yeah, it was
Yes, I said for the glory of Bowser.
Stoker's glorifying Bowser tonight.
Understandable.
Being very problematic.
I'm being very Bowser's my problematic fave.
Nice.
Gee. Nintendo should make a Bowser series, jeez.
I mean, I
Bowser's
would play
very
the
toxic.
heck out of that.
Hasn't that been done? Wasn't there at least one game where Bowser was the main character?
Well,
Well,
okay, there's Bowser's inside story where
Yes.
that's complicated. That's the Vor game.
Yeah, Mario and Luigi shrink down to microscopic size, and most of the game is inside Bowser.
And,
Wow.
and there's more than just that, too. I mean, it's basically the DeviantArt fetish game, so...
Oh my god. Alright.
DeviantArt fetish bingo.
We live in strange times.
Yeah, well, they live in
See,
strange
I can't really
Koopas.
call it that because it doesn't have Mpreg. Alright.
Not yet, anyway.
Where do you
Wait for
think
the
Bowser
DLC.
Jr. came from?
Oh no.
Oh no!
Nah.
Everybody's always like, "Oh, who's his mom?" And I'm like, "We've already met his mom."
You know, whenever I see Mpreg pics, I always have. There's one obvious question that always occurs to me, and I don't really want to say it on stream.
I know what the question is, Jonas, and the answer is probably just as horrifying as you would expect.
Cool. Well, that's just a win-win right there.
When two daddies love each other very much.
Very, very much.
I'm just thinking of that one meme that's like the myth of consensual sex, and it's like, I consent, and I don't, and it's Jesus. But in this case, it's the Yowie fan artist.
Oh my god.
It's like,
There's
are
one
you
I saw earlier
forgetting
today
someone?
where people were making that joke, and it was like, what was it? They're just like, oh, it was one of the NFT bros was talking about like, oh, apparently furries have this thing of like security where when somebody does a person's profile picture, they just like at the person back who was actually the artist for it.
Yeah,
But,
funny that.
aren't they upset that we do it 100 times better? And we're just like, what the fuck are you talking about? But then, yeah, somebody reblogged that with just like one furry commissioning the other, and it's just like, I consent, and then there's just one of those lazy apes on the right that says, I don't.
God damn it.
It's very dumb.
Frickin' apes. Could they have at least, like, if they were gonna do this, could they have at least made the art look decent?
No.
Nope.
I remember there was this one person who was like,
Shield companies and Pyramid can't afford good artists.
Well,
That's
they
true.
could afford good artists, but that'll cut into the profits.
Yeah, no, everything has to be 100% profit. If you're spending money, then you're the idiot.
Yeah. Oh, geez, you gotta go. We're going to the business. You're here to make money, not blow money.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know you said blow money, but I heard that as explode money, and that's funnier to me. Sometimes I just explode money. It happens.
I want to explode money. That sounds great. I can get behind that.
Well,
Then
I wouldn't
suddenly-
recommend getting in front of it.
Yeah. You were saying, GC?
Oh, shoot, my, brain fart.
Very well. My condolences.
Yeah, don't you hate it when that happens?
Yes.
You get the buildup of brain gases.
You eat less beans and you'll have less brain farts.
So, how the heck is everyone doing tonight?
I am. Well, I mean, like a whole bunch of crap happened. Like as I was like, okay, everything's done. I can just sit back and grave the stream, and then a whole bunch of crap happened, and you know, now I'm sad and full of rage and bean farts. I don't know.
I feel
But-
like I'm having the opposite problem right now, where not enough is going on. I just feel very bored.
Oh well.
I
Okay,
want to
since
engage
we
in more stuff, but I also don't have a lot of determination to do it.
Well, set something on fire. That'll usually get things going.
Okay, well, thanks.
You're welcome.
Jonas, not every problem can be solved with arson. Someday you'll learn that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sometimes you don't need arson, you need arsenic.
That's fair.
Now this
And
is the
sometimes
mechanic.
you need
in this,
old lace.
this is the mechanic in this game that I hate the most.
What?
The shrinking
oh,
platforms.
Yeah.
Shrinking platforms in general are not a good thing.
That's true.
I remember this one time I was going to the post office and I had to leap across a pit full of shrinking platforms. It was quite a problem.
Nice.
Yeah, you would not have wanted to grow up in the Mushroom Kingdom. I mean, that's where all of us really learned how to live on the streets
Yeah.
and in the interstitial space between planetoids.
Everything I learned about life, I learned from Mario Brothers. That's not actually true. I learned some stuff from Zelda too.
Oh, I thought you would have learned it from Zelda 1.
Alright, look.
Most of the things I learned from life, I learned from Sonic the Hedgehog.
Gotta
Which
go
is to
fast.
say that shoes and gloves are a complete outfit.
Always smash monitors to find cool stuff.
Yeah, that got me in trouble at school a few times.
Okay, so like one of the times I was doing this star, and you fall towards the center because now the star has a center of gravity, but I didn't quite make it, and then I just sort of orbited it for like several minutes before I finally fell into the star.
That wasn't what I wanted to do either.
Top Maniac.
Did you say Hot Maniac?
Nope, Top Maniac.
Oh, Top Maniac, okay. For a minute I thought you were
The
looking
easiest
at my
boss in
character.
this game.
Hot Maniacs in your area. What are they into?
The other side?
I was thinking along the same lines, just couldn't figure out the joke.
Hot maniacs in your area escaped from Arkham.
Yeah. Spoiler alert, they're behind you.
Top maniacs of all time, number 14.
Stoker,
Yes.
was there ever a horror channel in cable?
You mean like in the
Like-
days before boxes and stuff, like a dedicated horror channel?
Yeah.
I mean, the closest thing was honestly the Sci-Fi Channel.
That's what I figured, but I was wondering if maybe you knew of like an actual like all horror channel.
Once satellite and digital stuff came in, you know, then all bets were off. But back in the just coaxial cable days,
Yeah.
the closest thing I know of is the Sci-Fi Channel.
Okay.
Yeah, the
That's
Sci-Fi
I mean,
Channel,
there were-
pretty much.
There were programs on like TNT had Monster Vision.
right. I remember that. But I remember
but-
at one point there was like there was like the Everything Network. There was the Food Network and the Tires Network and the
Tires Network.
the Broccoli Network and whatever.
You
Oh,
gotta
I
love
love
the
Broadly. It's my
Network.
favorite compression algorithm.
God. Nerd.
Yeah, that's right, Jonas. Miller's the nerd.
He's a big nerd. It's like Big Bird, but geeky. Big nerd.
Yeah.
That was certainly a joke you did there. That
I'm so
technically
clever.
Fits all the qualifications of a joke. Technically, that is technically humor.
Stoker,
Yes, Jonas.
you're offsetting my sass.
Technically, you are the best kind of humorous. Technically humorous.
Hey. Tough crowd. All right.
Tough crowd. More like, where's the crowd? Okay.
No, where's the beef?
Where's the Waldo?
Where's the wall?
Isn't his name like Wally in the UK or something like that for some inexplicable reason?
Yeah, well, I mean, Clue is also Cluedo. I mean, and
It
and-
sure is Cluedo. It sure
I mean,
is Cluedo.
what's that
that's
about?
Cluedo. That really is Cluedo.
and
Thank you. We get it.
yeah.
Yeah,
Are you sure?
Clue,
Because I could run it by a few more times.
Okay.
I think I got it on like the 4th or 5th time. All right, thanks.
Is there anything over here? And Mario dead.
What if every board game or thing like that just inexplicably had just this wacky different name in the UK? It's like, no, that's not Monopoly. That's Hibberfribbits.
No, it's not Monopoly. It's Sir Herbert. It's Sir Herbert's great market manipulation.
It's Monopoly, but there's an extra U in the word, like they do with color. It's Monopoly.
Yeah, there's an extra U in it. It's just U Monopoly.
And you have to like, and you're obligated to wear a monocle while you're playing it.
Oh, that
Oh yeah,
was
the box
just
comes with a
house rule when I
costume
was a
inside
kid.
of it.
Interesting.
The costume is capitalism.
Yeah.
I like the little level design here with like the floor plates kind of smashed in, where you have a chance of dying.
Yeah.
I know there's supposed to be warning stripes, but to me they look like candy cane stripes. So you can have like candy cane flavored crushing, Candy Crush.
I was thinking it.
But yeah, if you want to get Santa Smush, this is the level for it.
Listen. I'm not sure you can say that on Twitch.
No, that's true.
You
All
can
right,
say it on Twitch, just don't link it.
Barry, bleep that out, please.
We don't have a berry.
Why
I'm
do
a
we have a
Barry.
Barry?
I'm
I
Barry.
don't know. I need to
Oh,
go
that's
down
right.
to the local
We do have a
pets
berry.
kit.
We have a
No.
Barry.
I don't think he has any control over editing, so.
Aw.
Sad face.
His name is Bury Me Not.
No, his name is Carrie.
Oh,
Carrie.
No.
look what you did there.
Yeah.
Brown Fact says, we're gonna need a new berry. No! There's only one berry. Oh, sorry.
And good times. Good times were had by all. And by all, I mean me, because I'm everyone and I'm the one who matters.
Why does
What?
it explode? Don't really know.
I was about to
Okay.
say, why does it explode? When did this become Mission Impossible?
Oh my gosh, Jonas.
What?
I have a movie you need to see.
Nope, not allowed.
It's an 80s movie.
The Quest
Keep
for the Holy
talking.
Mountain?
The Quest for what?
The Quest for the Holy Mountain?
No, but I know the movie of which you speak.
What movie is this?
It's called Spookies.
I
That's
really do
actually
not
the
need
title.
to watch it.
You know, I'm still thinking about how like Mr. Boogedy was really scary for me as a kid, and now I'm watching it as an adult, and it's like, what the hell? This is.
Oh,
not
I
what
loved
remember at
Mr.
all.
Boogedy. I watched that over and over again when I was a kid. It was scary for you?
Well, I mean, I was what, like 9? You know.
Mr. Boogity Man. Ooh.
Jonas, I was probably like 5.
Well, you're like immune to scary things. Okay.
They're my friends.
They're your friends.
These are my friends. See how they glisten. Go on, Jonas. You remember what you did back in the day.
What did I do?
You were like, "'Cause I'm a murderous barber."
Oh yeah, that's right. It was my my little improv song for Sweeney Todd.
"'Cause I'm a murderous barber. I like to kill people."
Yeah, he just skips around on stage, just like randomly slashing up extras.
"'Cause I'm a murderous barber."
That musical would have been different in my hands.
Lots of things would have been different in your hands.
You know, I still want to see The Matrix on ice. Okay, I think we need The Matrix ice capades.
Matrix on ice.
I mean, I'm just imagining trying to do wire work and ice skating at the same time, and it's doesn't seem recommended, but it does seem entertaining.
That is how you break a athlete's ankle.
That's also how you break all kinds of fun.
Tucker, what are you saying?
I don't know. Anyway, you need to see Spookies. I need to show you Spookies.
Very well.
It is
How's our star
such
reacting?
an experience.
I can't remember. Didn't RLM do an episode on that? Or it was like in a Best of the Worst or something?
Yeah, they called it a boring Evil Dead. Now, here's the thing, okay? It is not a good movie. Let's get that straight right out the gate. If you
Sure,
ask me, is this movie good? I'd be like, no, this is terrible from start to finish. But I find it to be an extremely enjoyable kind of terrible. Like, this is a movie that the MST / Riff Tracks guys really need to get their hands on.
Nice. So good
Basically,
is bad.
It had 3 directors.
Oh, that's always a
and
good place to start.
The first 2 directors filmed one movie, but it wasn't finished. Like the post-production, it didn't get finished because they had this big legal argument with their producer. So the producer hired a third director to basically shoot additional footage and change the entire plot into a completely new movie.
I love that.
And that's how it ended up being called Spookies.
It's awesome.
And the best I can describe the various monsters in this movie, because there are a lot of different monsters in this movie, they vary in quality from, oh, that kind of looks okay, like, that looks like decent effects work, to, you just bought that from a Halloween store, didn't you?
I love that.
I think now I'm remembering what this movie is. This is the movie where the most memorable scene for me was the guy dives headfirst through a solid wooden door.
Yes, that does happen. There is also a lengthy sequence wherein a man and a woman are attacked by muck creatures that rise out of the floor and attack them while growling and continuously farting.
That's amazing. I
Continuously
don't know what to say.
farting?
It's just endless. They're made of, like, mud and muck, and the whole time they're like, "Rrrr," with, like, endless fart sound effects.
Somebody
yeah,
had this.
it's trying to be like Play-Doh, like squelching sound effects, but they just used a fart as effects.
You know, I
And it's the
thought,
same sound over and over.
I thought for a second you said Plato. I'm like, okay, so they're platonic farting effects.
Yes, you know, Plato's famous symposium on
Ice.
cabbage.
I was gonna say it's Plato's fart. Is it or is it not your true reality?
It is the impossible perfect fart. What am I even saying? Anyway,
I don't know, Jonas.
Fart
I've
noises.
never been
Fart-
able to stop you.
stop me! You're encouraging me.
I mean, that's why I've never been able to do it.
Good lord.
Yes.
Anyway, this movie rules. I'm glad I have a copy of it.
Nice. Of course.
Well, I
So
mean,
it's like,
okay,
all these bad things. But it's one of my best backup videos ever.
this is like a really good Halloween party movie. Like, get a bunch of friends together, get some booze and or possibly other intoxicating substances. Watch this movie as a group. You will not regret it.
Very well.
And if you do, it's only 85 minutes long. Come on.
That's a lot of fireballs. Ah, Bowser.
Oh, hey, it's my man.
Is he your
What
man?
up, Big B?
Hello, Tofuwara. Thanks for watching us from VR.
Ooh.
From VR?
Yeah.
That make it feel like you're actually there.
Nice. Are our voices in 3D? Oh, I should do
I've
the
done-
panning thing. Hang on. Are our voices in 3D? Okay. There,
Nah,
I
it
did it.
didn't quite work.
It didn't work?
Nah, it doesn't come over Discord.
Shit.
What about that chord?
Well, just imagine I was doing the cool panning thing.
Okay.
You can totally.
No, Jonas, that was so cool.
So it doesn't come through. Man, Discord's lame.
Yeah, I think Discord's a
Jonas.
mono channel.
How does it won't let me do my audio trickery? Oh yeah, I guess it would be a mono channel, wouldn't it? Oh well.
So because
I'm
I work as a
polychannelist.
because I work as a VR dev, I've done this sometimes where I've done work
Oh, geez,
in
Bowser's tail's on
VR
fire.
just to do testing faster. And yeah,
Nice.
most VR headsets have a thing where you can do like a virtual desktop inside the headset.
Nice.
So you just have two screens sort of in physical space, and you can have a digital keyboard show up.
Oh my god. Now, is that like you type with your fingers in empty space and it does the keys?
You probably could do that if you had a headset that did hand tracking. The ones I used, no, it was just like there's two little lasers coming out of your controllers, and you just point at the keys and click the trigger in whenever you want to type something.
Oh, all right.
It's not very fast typing, but again, I was doing like testing and stuff. I didn't need to write new things.
Hmm.
I just needed to get in and out of the game very quickly.
Hmm. I'm gonna do VR stuff.
Okay, you did.
I've had very few occasions where I have had a chance to mess with VR stuff. I love it though. It's fascinating to me.
Mhm.
The last time I did it, I unfortunately had an ill-fitting helmet that required me to remove my rather thick glasses. So I was doing like nearsighted. I'm legally blind without my glasses. So I was doing having fun with vague blobby shapes, and it was in VR, and it was amazing.
Fun with vague blobby shapes is also
Yeah.
the name of a game that I want to make.
So this was the 3D Mario that directly followed Sunshine, and it makes me kind of disappointed that they dropped off the voice acting.
I don't know. Like, sometimes I'm torn about voice acting in games like this, frankly, because like sometimes I just kind of like to just imagine it in my mind. Theater.
In the case of the Mario games, I'm fine with like a little bit, like Mario going "Okie dokie," and I don't mind Bowser Jr. talking because that just seems normal. But
Adorable.
yeah, adorable. Yeah. But if Mario was giving like long soliloquies, yes, that would be strange.
I want him to do the entire soliloquy from Hamlet.
Yeah, the bear, not the bee. Okie dokie.
Let me tell you the right recipe for lasagna. You had to start with a good base of noodle.
I would play cooking with Mario.
That should be a
Yeah,
thing.
why has that not been a thing in Cooking Mama games where like
That would
Mario
be-
shows up to help with Italian recipes?
That'd be amazing. Oh my god, Mario making like polygon lasagna and shit.
Polygon, yeah.
Polygon.
That would,
Frederick,
yeah,
if you're in the audience, get on that.
I would play the hell out of that game.
Man, if only any of the Cookie Mama games were good, then they might have made a DLC for one that just had Mario characters come in and do something like Peach comes in and makes shortcake, Mario makes some lasagna, Luigi makes some spaghetti, Bowser comes in and he makes like
He
I don't
makes
know,
a recipe.
He makes turtle soup a little morbid.
Well, I was gonna say Bowser would make recipes that are like spicy and inexplicably have spikes sticking out of them.
Oh yeah, he would make a curry.
Yeah,
He
there you
100%
go.
make a
Yeah.
curry.
Ah, that'd be amazing.
Trying to
Oh,
think.
it's-
Make like a Tim Curry.
I would
didn't-
so play that game.
I was thinking one time, I was gonna say, what would Bowser eat? What was his favorite dish?
Rosalina would make some kind of like really foamy drink that's like
Oh,
really
God.
airy. Bunch of frothy egg whites. Oh no, she would make a protein powder.
Why a protein powder?
Cause she's also a giant person.
Oh,
She's
okay.
like 6'7".
That's true.
Rosalina is?
Yeah, she's like 6'7", like 250 pounds.
That's incredible. She doesn't
Must
look
be-
it.
Must all be muscle.
Rosalie is secret like space sugar. There.
She's the largest Disney princess. She's the largest Nintendo princess.
She's just like completely like.
And she's
cut
also
under-
the only female heavy character in Mario Kart.
She's just like completely cut under the dress, just like abs and like biceps and shit.
Abs on her abs.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's
Rosalina-
fan art of that.
Rosalie could just like beat your ass if you make her upset.
I think in Smash Brothers she stands eye level with Ganondorf.
Wow.
It's incredible. I had no idea about any of this. I guess I just didn't pay attention.
That's makes me think of lady
Dimitrescu.
yes.
Dimasumidibidu.
Yes.
I mean,
Lady
most
Dim-
people
Dim-
just say
Lady
Lady
Dimmadome,
D
owner of
because
the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
I don't think
So,
Rosalie.
You're saying, Miller?
I think most people just say Lady D because yes, it's like an East European name and a lot of people mispronounce it.
Yeah. Let me address the A is hard to pronounce.
My brain just keeps on saying like Lady the Muscular or something like that.
Lady
More like Lady
Muscular.
the Muscular.
That's what Sulu calls her, Lady the Muscular.
Lady the Muscular. Oh my.
Oh my.
That's a whole lot of woman.
God. That sounds like something that would come out of TOS.
I'd sure like to open her hailing frequency. I don't know.
That doesn't sound like something that George Takei would be likely to say.
I know.
Saying. I'm just saying.
It's like, oh, who was the actor that played Daniel Troy?
Marina Sirtis?
Yeah.
Yes, Marina Sirtis.
I nearly just said Demona.
That sounds like a line she would get in one of her other movies, because apparently, like, Star Trek was the first thing she was on that was not a sleazy softcore porno sort of thing.
Oh God.
Really? I guess I need to be looking at her filmography.
She talks about it a lot actually when she's at conventions and stuff. She's like, I'm so happy for Star Trek because it let me like escape so many shitty acting things that I'd done and like elevated me to a more comfortable position.
God.
Hey everybody,
just
it's
put
Phil
it-
Board.
Hello, Phil Board.
I'm gonna do this with every named billboard. So.
Mhm.
Wow.
I mean, they're brand new Mario characters. They're definitely going to be part of the franchise now. And
Yeah.
absolutely not just a one-scene trick.
Yeah, just like how Bobby, he's a permanent addition to the cast.
Okay.
He'll be in every game from now on.
Stoker, or do you have to scratch at those scabs?
Yes.
No. I see.
I mean, listen.
Listening.
Oh my God. I'm looking up her early film roles.
Oh, Marina Sirtis.
Yeah.
I'm curious. Is it stuff you can say on Twitch?
I think you could talk about them, you just couldn't show them.
Yeah, they're, they're. I mean, you do what you got in Hollywood, to make rent. But wow, man, Kirstie Alley was in one of these too, and Faye Dunaway. Faye Dunaway, well, never mind. I'll just people can research for themselves.
Oh, no! You got all the way to the end.
Yeah,
There
that
you
wasn't
found
actually
the
the
second
end. There's another one.
film with
Well, you
psychedelic
got to the end of
sluts.
this
It's just
one.
very annoying that there's a mine right there. I didn't see it until then.
Nah.
Oh. This is why I collect 1-ups. And do not turn off the game, because then it will reset the 1-up counter, which is stupid.
What? That
That's
doesn't get
silly.
saved?
It does not.
Seems dumb.
If you're gonna have 1-ups in a game, which, I mean, frankly, they're not really necessary anymore. Like,
Yes, that's why
their
Super Mario
entire-
Odyssey got rid of them.
Their entire thing originally was just like lives and 1-ups were just a way to eat up more of your quarters in arcades. Like, they really haven't been.
Or to arbitrarily extend the game, right? A lot of those games, even if you're not speedrunning them, if you don't die in the game only lasts like 2 hours.
You ever play a game where you burn through a whole roll of quarters? Not a handful, but an entire. Like you get a roll at the bank, and you think, I can't possibly burn through one game on these. This will last for the whole arcade. And then you play like TMNT Turtles in Time or something, and like you just like I have to win. You keep feeding it into the or the Simpsons game or something.
I'll say this. I did something close to that one time. I played Street Fighter 2 so much, I pretty much could beat it 1/4 but Ryu. But then I was like trying to beat the arcade with everybody, get all their secret endings. Dalsim was not really easy to get an ending in that game with. Oh my.
Um,
8 quarters. It took me 8 quarters to get his ending.
You do know that arcades could actually set the difficulty of those machines, right?
really?
At the time, I didn't know that though.
For Street Fighter in particular, or any box?
Most any of them.
Wow.
They had variable difficulty settings.
That's
When you first boot
hilarious.
up an arcade machine, it'll ask you for like difficulty settings that you want.
Oh my god. I wonder, with all the arcades I went to, like, how, like, if any of them were, like, set to easy or hard or what, you know?
They were most likely.
A lot of them like to set
hard.
it to hard in order to make them more quarter munchy.
I do remember the arcade version of Super Mario Brothers being extremely irritating and difficult.
Oh, you
Like-
know what? That reminds me. When we were talking about hard games we played the other day, I totally neglected to mention how many times I've played through the Lost Levels. It's quite a few times.
Oh, the Lost Levels.
I
Funny
enjoy
thing
the
is-
Lost Levels.
You enjoy Lost Levels? You know, I don't mind the jumpy obstacle course parts. The advanced direction choosing dungeons really pissed me off.
Well,
And the
what about
backwards
the backwards warp zones?
backwards warp zones also really pissed me off.
Well, there's a solution to that one.
What's that?
Don't use warp zones.
Yeah,
Play
I
through the whole
know.
game.
But like, you know, when you get to like the A, B, and C levels, it's just really sadistic. You don't want to go through all that, you know?
I don't know. I found them kind of entertaining because they broke the rules.
All right, fine.
Like you
Fine.
encounter Bowser halfway through a level. Come on,
Yeah.
that's hilarious.
It was bizarre.
And it's not even a castle level.
Ugh. Or like the squids in non-swimming levels, that kind of shit. I mean, yeah, clever, sure. I just, you know, I prefer American Mario 2 just because, like, you know, okay, they took a new direction, which is, you know, the best Mario games are when they come up with a new gimmick, you know, when they really
Yes.
take it somewhere new. And win doesn't count.
So what you're saying
Now the
is
library's open.
Mario 2 is the one that makes your heart go doki doki.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, there is indeed a Doki Doki and Panic. But that's okay. You know, I let them off the hook for it that one time.
Not one time. But Nintendo's on thin ice.
Yeah, I sent them a letter.
Story
Oh,
time.
no.
Oh, here we go.
Oh
That's
boy.
just- is she talking here?
No.
Okay.
Wait a minute. The Celestial Duo. Are we talking Pete Dragon here?
Yes.
Okay.
Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. What's your name? Are you lost? The girl asked the star child. I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet, said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. Don't worry, I'll wait with you, the little girl promised Luma. At nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves? Girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky. And this is how the search for the Celestial Mother began.
Wait a minute. How'd she build a mushroom ship?
This story has holes in it. I'm sus. This is sus.
Oh, I like the design this room. Ooh. Gives
Only
me
get it
Garfield
one
Halloween.
chapter at a time.
It sort of gives me Garfield Halloween vibes in a way.
You mean the one with the pirates?
Yes.
Love that.
When I was a kid, I really, even though it gave me goosebumps, I really loved that scene because I loved the sound effects of the fire crackling, and just
Oh, that was pretty
the
good.
drawing of the fire. I said that was so. I almost felt like it was. I know it was cartoon, but I thought it's so real though.
You know, there was one line from the Garfield Halloween special where, like, the one guy who was still alive right before the ghost showed up, he was like, "They know we're here. They know who we are." And I'm like, okay, the first part is scary. Yeah, they know we're here. But why would the ghost knowing who you are be scary?
I mean, I don't know, man. Like,
He thinks your name is funny.
He's
Well,
like, Garfield, that's the name of a president.
Well, of course,
They know you like lasagna.
Well, then the fact that whether he was faking it or not, that was the part I liked about it. What did did he know who Garfield was, or was he just trying to scare the shit out of him, saying pirates are coming for you, Garfield? Better get your catnip ready or something.
Have we talked on stream about Garfield's 9 lives yet?
If we have, it's been a hot minute, so it's probably time to bring
Pretty
it
sure
up
we
again.
haven't, but I did watch it on my Picardo stream once.
Oh, okay.
I loved it too. It was good.
It was
Good
weird.
memories.
I mean, I loved it. Was fantastic, but it was so tonally different.
Animation wise, it was totally different, but I loved it.
Man,
Well,
remember when Jim Davis had ambitions? And he's like,
Well-
no, I'm done with that.
Yeah,
I'll retire.
Money will fix that.
Money will fix that.
Well, I mean, that's how he got into it. I respect him for that. You know
I
what
looked
got
more
people
into it. Rosalina is 221 centimeters tall, which is 7'3", 105 kilograms, or 231 pounds. Age at least 100 years.
What?
So she is like freaking Lady Dimitrescu.
Mm.
Hold on. Let me go to the wiki because I need to like.
I mean, that's where I'm
No.
pulling this from, is like a fan wiki from, like, actual Wikipedia. It doesn't describe her height or weight. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where they got that information from, but I believe it.
All right. Well, let's see. Okay, physical description.
Weight is probably going to be based on whatever metrics are in like the code for Mario Kart based on other characters' known weights. Or whatever the or whatever it is. Sometimes they just like put values into the system and it's like, this says it's 70 kilograms. It's like, okay.
It's like, what was it, the first time they tried to describe Samus Aran, and they were just like, yeah, she's like 7'8", like 300 pounds.
Yeah.
And then they're
Alright.
like, actually, we're gonna tone that down a little bit. She's still a very big woman, but she's not monster size.
Wow, somebody actually did the math on this.
Of course they did, Jonas.
Okay. No, I mean, all right. So Mario's 5'1", and he's 5'1", and comparing his model to Rosalina puts her at 7'7". That's weird. It's just she doesn't look like that. She doesn't look like a giant person.
No, she looks like a regular sized person because Mario is like a miniature person.
Right, right. But no, Mario's 5'1", which makes him only about 7 inches shorter than me.
Wait,
Tiny
that
people.
would make him 8 inches shorter than me. Jonas, am I taller than you?
I'm 5'8".
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm taller than you. That's funny.
Yeah, everyone's.
Rick and
taller
I
than
are
me.
Rick and I are taller than ever.
I'm gonna be the shrimp
fair.
if we ever hang out.
TFF 2022.
Yeah. I should probably
Yeah,
look in.
4 months for that.
I should probably look in a flight. So well.
Yeah, everyone's at Is MFF this weekend or?
I
don't know.
think so.
All right. Well,
That's
if
what I
you're
see
not,
most people doing is they're like, oh, MFF and then TFF.
yeah, and if you're not at MFF, you can hang with us. You know,
Yeah.
where the cool people are.
It's
Or get one of
true.
those
Which-
stubs.
Are you
Funny
going?
things
to-
when I was when I always thought Samus was like 6 foot 3 or something like that.
Hang on, let me take a look. Samus Aran height 6'3". Okay, she's
MFF is the first weekend in December.
oh, okay. All right.
Hey.
Samus
Yeah,
is
I
6'3".
think there's like a Super Nintendo or like Nintendo Power magazine that came out with like Metroid 2 or something. And it was like, oh yeah, she's like 7'7", 300 pounds. And we were like, what?
Okay, it says here that Toad is 1'4". That doesn't seem consistent.
It's never consistent.
Oh, well, okay, here's the thing. Is the hat part of the toad? Or is I should say, is the cap part of the toad?
Now I'm picturing this horrible scene where, like, you pull the hat off and there's just a big brain underneath.
I've seen all kinds of art exploring the possibilities of Toad's hat and its relationship to Toad's anatomy.
Just got this gigantic brain. He's like, I warned you not to look. Now you can never unsee it.
God, it's like that one story about the girl with the ribbon around her neck.
In the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, Toad sometimes does take off his hat. He
Oh my god.
has
Yeah,
three
but
hairs.
can that be considered a definitive source though?
It's certainly not canon.
Just like no face.
But then
Indian.
again, nothing is canon.
See, now the real question is, can Bowser take off his shell? I mean, other Koopas can.
Well, okay,
That's-
but see, other Koopas, their shells encompass their entire bodies, but Bowser, you can see, like, the shell is attached to his back, and the plate on the underside of the shell is attached to his front. It doesn't, like...
There it is.
You
No,
know?
that's not true. I have to look closer to design because I feel like the shell is one whole piece.
Yeah,
Alright,
the
so-
Koopa Troopa shells are one whole piece, but Bowser's isn't.
Apparently,
Oh, I see what you mean.
in in
That just means it
Mario
can fall off
Kart,
in two pieces.
Yeah, because there's no part of his shell that's like going underneath, like between his arm and leg on his side. It's just like the same material that his arms and legs are made out of.
So is Bowser in fact like a dragon who just wears a turtle shell, like a custom turtle shell?
Well, maybe that's why he's the Koopa King, is he killed the oldest, strongest Koopa,
Oh my god,
and he wears his shell as proof.
the lore.
Yeah.
So he's like a hermit crab.
Bowser is a hermit crab, you heard it here first.
I like it. Now I want this as like an idea for dragons that like can't find their own cave to hoard their wealth, is they just like find some big thing to wear on their back to hold all their jewels and gold.
I'm gonna cackle.
Yeah.
Bowser has all his money in his shell.
He keeps just blinging there.
We all know he's got it. Jonas, do you remember that parody of Still Alive that instead of being done from Gladys's perspective was done from Bowser's?
I don't think I ever. Maybe you linked that to me. I can't remember though.
It was a long time ago, obviously, because Still Alive was still like a new thing when that was done.
Right.
Anyway, there's a line in there that I always was amused at, where he implies that he doesn't actually kidnap the princesses; they come to him. And the line is, "They love my compassion." I'm kidding, haha. It's 'cause I'm rich.
Nice.
Greyluma has appeared.
It turns out that Mario is just very clingy, and Peach needs some time away from him occasionally.
Oh.
I mean, listen,
It
I've
gets Mario
seen
his
some-
exercise. It's
I've seen a
keeps him in
few
shape.
a few pieces of definitely canonical art that
God.
imply what's going on between Bowser and Peach.
Imply?
What do you mean, why?
No, I said imply. I think it's a little more than implication. It's a little more like a demonstration.
Defenstration?
No, it's not a defenestration.
We can throw Bowser out a window?
No, that's what happens when Mario uses the warp pipes to get there too early. Is Bowser just defenestrates him out the castle? Do the levels properly.
I
I'm
thought you
paying
was
a
at
lot
the
of
warp zone.
I'm paying a lot of underlings.
And the underlings are like, "We get paid," and he's like, "Shh."
It's in your military pension.
Oh no.
They detected signs of Luigi in this galaxy.
Definite Luigi traces.
Hope he hasn't been eaten
I
by
have to
ghosts.
contact him with a Luigi board.
Luigi going all fast, but
Luigi?
to be honest.
Luigi board? God, that lives rent-free in my head to this day. You remember that, don't you, Jonas?
Yeah. Wait, what? What am I remembering?
That compilation video of Yahoo Answers, where people were asking about Ouija boards but couldn't get the name or the spelling right. So like they were all over the place with the spelling and terms they used. They got Quidja board, Quiche board, Waweg board, but the one that came up the most often over and over again was Luigi board.
Luigi board.
They're like, a Luigi board? A Luigi board? A Luigi board? One of my favorites was like, can you just buy a Ouija board, or must you get one from a witch or vegan? We need to contact some spirits, Jonas. Call up a vegan.
I mean, what's his face in Scott Pilgrim had vegan
I
powers?
was thinking about that.
God, that's like,
Didn't you know? Todd's vegan.
it's just like the best song in the movie is that bass battle.
It's really good.
You know, a lot of people slam that movie, and
Why? That movie was so good.
exactly. Thank you.
And the artistry in it. Oh my god! If you go into like the little details, oh, there's so much good stuff there.
Edgar Wright's movies are all just incredible with their visuals.
Yeah.
He's got a new movie coming out soon. I can't recall the name of it.
The bus scene where they shape the camera's aperture in a heart shape, so that all the lights in the background that are out of focus are shaped like hearts.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh my god, it's so good.
Yeah, he is
Oh,
such
yeah.
an innovative cinematographer.
Oh, Rick, are you billing speed for 12 hours?
Miller, have you seen the 10th anniversary read-through stream of Scott Pilgrim?
I haven't.
Oh. I'll send
You
you
know,
the link.
actually, I haven't looked at that myself. I haven't watched that myself. Didn't I do that last year?
Yeah, I'll drop the. They did it all on like Zoom, and Chris Evans popped in, and it was hilarious. Because they did some different stuff with it.
It's really funny to me how many people in Scott Pilgrim have also played superheroes in other movies. Because now it was just 2 of them, now it's 3 of them.
Yeah, you had Superman, Captain Marvel, and Captain America.
Yep. I didn't know that either when I first watched it. I was like, wow.
And let me dig up the link. There we go.
Oh, you dig up that link, Jonas.
Oh, I'm gonna dig up that link. No, it's really hilarious. I'm gonna put it here in chat. Take a look at your leisure. It was just spectacular. They did the whole damn movie. More or less.
Damn movie.
A couple of folks couldn't make it, so you know they had some folks do different
Stand in
parts.
for others.
Yeah.
Hey,
But,
Luigi.
yeah. Oh,
Mario. Mario.
the other brother.
And we might get him.
Oh, he actually makes an appearance in this game. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think Luigi shows up a couple of times in this game.
Not sure if anybody does, but Chris Evans in where he crushes the coffee and Scott Pilgrim was apparently improv, and people say that probably burnt his hand.
Oh no!
I mean, I'd be real surprised if the coffee was hot.
There's no way that coffee was hot. Yeah, it was just.
I mean, not only God only knows what number of takes that was at that point, but they really were filming in Toronto.
God.
So
Yeah, so
that
it was
could
just
not
as
have
cold
been
outside
hot.
as it looked.
Probably not. Yes, but I'm trying to watch the scene again. I'm pretty sure you can see the heat coming off it. Don't let me check.
I mean, it's possible, but I also would fully believe that Edgar Wright would add steam in post.
Yeah.
Ghost Shroom.
Ooh, Mario.
Mario.
R.I.P. Mario.
Press B repeatedly to float.
Whenever
So wait, if
floats
something
goat.
If something looks at you, are you paralyzed? Like, do you have to like look away?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you can't touch light. You're not allowed to touch light.
Right.
Yeah,
Ah,
okay.
there you
Mario develops this existential crisis from having been a ghost. It's Mario's existential crisis.
Press A to ponder the meaning of reality. Don't.
That's fine. Hold on. Power-ups are
So,
infinitely respawning in this game, so...
Are boos the spirits of the dead, or are they their own life forms?
Is Sans a skeleton?
Well,
or
in
is he
Luigi's Mansion, boos seem to be like a different sort of ghost from the regular ghosts, so...
Yeah, the normal person. Oh god.
If there's a dry Bowser, is there a wet Bowser too? Yeah, anyway.
That was a Brian David Gilbert
Where was
thing.
that going?
Yeah.
Okay, first we
He
need
was
to
going over the dry bones and
scare
everything.
Luigi
He's
as a
like-
ghost.
It's one of my favorite lines in any of his videos where he's like, if there's a dry Bowser, does that mean regular Bowser is wet Bowser? When I die, am I going to become dry Brian? And then he's just like, why do piranha plant have bone in it?
Yeah, because it was that terrible Mario Kart mobile game that just had every single combination of every single character. It's where you have the things where you have Dr. Baby Rosalina.
Dr. Baby Rosalina. Yeah. You want to feel, you think you're accomplished? Well, Rosalina had a medical degree when she couldn't speak.
I'm still holding out for Bowsette. Okay. Sad.
Oh, God. Excuse me.
That's one of the things where they look at that and they're just
New
like,
chapter added to the storybook
We-
already.
we want to do the idea, but literally, if we tried to do that, A, it would not be the thirsty dragon milf that everybody wants. B, if we did anything even close to that, people would start clamoring at us for royalties.
Yeah. So their lawyers were probably like, no.
Yeah. in Magic the Gathering, the developers and designers say they never look online for card ideas, and they have to maintain that they do. Because if anybody ever makes up a card and then they print something that's similar, and they didn't have that disclaimer, then they would try to sue for like, oh, you stole my copyright, right? I had this idea for a card, and then you just did it.
Yeah,
It's just weird when you consider that they're like specifically making custom Magic cards. It's like they're making cards specifically for a game, like with that game's like mechanics and iconography and design and all of that involved with it, and yet it would be stealing from them to take the idea.
Yeah, I mean, it would.
IP law is complicated and needs quite a few reforms.
I remember about 10
On the other
years
side,
ago,
on the other hand, all you need to do is say and maintain that you don't look online for card ideas.
yeah.
So long as
mean-
nobody catches you, I mean.
I mean,
It just kind of gives me the vibes of the whole like thief breaks into someone's house and trips and a bookshelf falls on them and they're the one who sues. It's like,
Well, if a bookshelf falls on them, then yeah, whatever. But there was a law there. I mean, there was an actual case about that, where this old family had a house full of antiques and stuff that nobody lived in, but they didn't want it disturbed. People kept trying to get in there and rob them, so they set up a booby trap where this guy had a shotgun rigged to the door, so that if somebody ever opened the door to this bedroom, the shotgun would go off. What? Yeah. And specifically, he had it aimed at chest height, and the wife got nervous about it, and she's like, "You need to lower it a little bit so it just hits them in the leg. It doesn't kill them." And he agreed to that. And it happened. Somebody tried to rob the house, got shot with this thing, had to get their leg amputated because of it, and sued the family. And the court of Alabama or whatever said, "Yeah, no, you can't do that. That's cruel, and you're specifically trying to kill and or maim somebody, even in the process of trying to stop them from
there's
robbing
a
your
certain
home.
point where self-defense becomes gratuitously violent, and
yeah. It's more like self-offense at that point.
yeah, and trap shotguns.
Offended
They were like,
myself.
no, that's too cruel. The fact that you even had to consider, wait, this might kill somebody, was a point where you should have realized maybe this is a bad idea.
Well, I mean, who does that?
I can just
That's
imagine the conversation with his wife after the case, and he's like, well, if it had shot him in the chest, he wouldn't have sued us.
No, they would just have a body on their hands.
It's like Adam's Family.
Technically,
kind of
they'd have
stuff.
it on their floor.
He did this, thank you. I need to bring back the soundboard so I can do rim shots.
You do.
why is that missing?
I think
Oh,
I think the
the
mushroom is slightly out of
the-
line.
The camera is tilted forward slightly, so it doesn't look like it's lined up exactly.
No, the camera's all tilted
Camera adds 10 pounds.
to my bank account. I wish.
Oh,
I mean, that's also it's also a state thing, right? Because I live in Texas, and Texas has very strong castle laws.
Texas is if they set foot on your property, they belong to you.
Yeah,
is that true?
Practically.
if they forcibly enter your abode, you are allowed to do whatever you can.
In self-defense.
Yeah, that's assuming they don't have to try to deal you any harm. If they engage in any kind of violence on your private property, then they mean, you are allowed lethal response.
Wow.
Basically, Texas is pretty much set up to always come down on your side in those cases.
Yeah, it always comes to
It
the
would have to be
homeowner's side.
something. It would have to be something exceptionally over the top for them to look twice at it.
Man, that's crazy.
Getting someone who broke into your house and knocking them unconscious and putting them in a saw trap or something like that would probably be what it would take.
Yeah, something
for
like that, or
Texas to be
something premeditated where You invite them over to enjoy a nice cask of Amontillado, and then
I wanted to make that joke, but you just went there.
I would be lying if I said hadn't been in my head too. You know, Rick, I know you say the Telltale Hardest Pose funniest story, but I would argue Cask of Amontillado might rival it. That shit's hilarious.
I'm trying to think of a pun. I got nothing.
Frederick, I'm using a Pro Controller for this.
Yeah, that's because Rick is what you call a pro gamer.
Pro stats.
Pro gamer moves right here.
Yeah.
gamer.
He says
He's
it right.
using them strats.
Are we doing what's called a pro gamer moment?
He got them strats. Those 6 strats.
I forget how many like weird little mechanics there were in Galaxy, like these little sticky ball things.
We gotta take 3D physics to another level. Slingshots.
That is a pain in the ass. Nice.
Yeah, because I always think of it's like New Super Mario had that whole sort of design, almost like algorithm to it, where it was like introduce idea, develop idea, challenge idea, test you on idea, and that was every single level in that game. And so every level or every couple of levels had like a unique thing to it. I forget that started basically here.
When do I get to criticize the idea?
Never, you're not allowed to. How dare you?
That would
Mario-
come around in Super Mario Maker.
Oh yeah.
When you get to be like, I don't like this idea, I'm not putting it in any of my levels.
Oh, I got a star.
God.
Luigi got lost by on top of a house.
As one does.
House that has a pipe that goes down back to the ground floor right next to him.
Yeah, who knows where that pipe leads? He just jumped on top of it.
Yeah.
You sense the direction is about as bad as Zoro's piece. Confirmed. Luigi gets lost in pipes. It's the player's input that tells him where to go. Respect Luigi.
See Luigi in the opening cutscene. Let's see if I can do the jump again. There you go. Now, the weird thing is that you think this is going to be like a whole thing, but it's like, no, Luigi only provides you like 3 stars.
So we were talking yesterday about what might be the best 3D Mario game.
Mm.
I'm kind of wondering if we might expand that a bit. What would everyone here say is their most favorite game of the knots?
Game of the what now?
The knots.
The knots, 2000 to 2010.
Oh, that was kind of like, well, let's
Give
see.
me like 10 minutes to go look up what all happened in that date range.
I don't really have to hesitate for mine, but go ahead, Jonas.
I really liked the early crop of games from like Naughty Dog, Insomnia, and what's the other one studio from back then? Like, you know, the early Crash games, the early Sly games.
Oh, well, Sly, it's Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch. Thank you. Yeah, that whole group. I wasn't.
Yeah,
I mean,
we have reading here.
oh sorry.
Days passed with no sight of the comet, or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl, above the rumble of her belly. She's gonna starve to death in space. Before they left, she had packed all the essentials. Telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and apricot-flavored tea. But I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into gales of laughter, and the girl began to pout. As long as I have starbits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Want some? The little girl couldn't stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl couldn't help but join in. Alright, maybe just a nibble. Oh no, she's taking the fairy food. Leaning far out of the ship, the pair began to collect star bits with the girl's dead. They almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. The star bits tasted like honey.
Okay.
And that's really why she could never leave. The Fae had captured her.
It happens to the best of us.
Fairies are evil?
Nuclear Slayer says still GameCube games or Nintendo? No. Just best game of the knots. For me, it's probably, or definitely, it's Wind Waker. That game is very important to my childhood.
Yeah, because the
That might
knots
be a-
includes like Majora's Mask all the way up to Spirit Tracks, so that's quite the range just for Zelda.
I really like Star Fox Adventures, for obvious reasons.
Did it have something to do with the blue vixen and the skimpy outfit?
Well,
Beautiful.
in a skimpy outfit. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rick is like, I never noticed anything like that.
Hey, it was a beautiful game. Wow. I still can't believe it to say.
Yeah.
Uh,
I remember
Hey,
playing that
my,
game a lot. I did not like it. I always bounced off of it every time I rented it.
gameplay
The
wise,
thing
yes.
is, yeah, the thing is, like, it's pretty graphics and it's a fun concept that's just not executed very well.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot that's wonky about it, no question. And if you prefer the Star Fox flight mechanic, there's actually not a lot of it in that game, and that I know that pissed off some people. But I liked it, and mine is the only opinion that matters.
These rope swinging mechanics don't make any sense, but they're fun, so.
Maybe there's like a motor that's like spinning the vine at the top there. That's why it's all like centripetal.
You're centripetal.
Yeah, it's just ham.
Pyro 3 was released in 2000. Does that count? Sure.
Looking for stuff
So-
in the ocean again.
If it was released in 2000 or 2010, I'll be like, sure, that's not knots. I'm gonna be not one of those people who's just like, actually, it had to come out between January 1st, 2000 and December 31st, 2009.
So,
Mean,
for me... Oh, go on, GC.
For me, it was pretty. The in-between area for me was Super Metroid and Final Fantasy Tactics. That's where I think was my golden, I should say, area when it came to video games. Started with Super Metroid.
Metroid was like 90s, right?
Yes, around there. Let me see. I
But
think it started
what
late-
specifically would have been your early aughts top pick, which is what we're talking about, like your 2000s top pick?
2000's top pick. Okay, I see what you mean. I was thinking something different. Okay.
There you go.
For 2000. I would say, I think it was Mega Man Legends 2 that came right around that time. Let me check.
Baxter says Okami, full stop. Yeah, Okami was a very good game.
Yeah,
Oh.
Mega Man Legends 2. That's
Okay.
right.
Let me think for a minute. Actually, let me Google it because I don't
Well,
remember.
I will tell y'all what mine is full stop also,
Oh, right.
because
Game
This
Boy
is one of
Advance.
my-
This is hard.
this is one of my go-to comfort games that I return to very frequently, and it's probably not going to come as too much of a surprise. There was this GameCube title called Eternal Darkness.
Yeah.
You know,
I
I should play that on stream sometime, but like
Oh my
once I
God.
finally have my game, I'm able to have my GameCube set up and streamed.
Nice.
Rick, I
I'll
would
have mine.
love to do that on stream. You have no idea.
Speaking of which,
Because I never actually
sure.
finished it all the way. I got like 90% of the way done.
Well, the thing is, like, if you want the true ending, you actually have to beat the game 3 times.
Wow.
I mean, you can still see.
Oh, that's what we have YouTube for.
Yeah, if you want to be a cheater, but but I mean, you still get an ending with a certain amount of closure. And as a matter of fact, honestly, if I'm being completely real with you, the true ending isn't entirely worth it. But nevertheless, it's I love that game so much. Happy memories.
Nuclear Slayer suggests Minecraft. Minecraft is a good one.
Was Minecraft? Did that start in the 2000s?
The first,
Yeah.
the first
Okay.
the first main release was in 2009.
Nice.
Looking at the release list for 2001 in particular, and it's just blowing my mind how all of these were concurrent. Seeing like Mario Party 3 being like in
Oh, you know,
there.
Portal's one of my big favorites, and that was a 2000s game.
I guess
yeah.
it was, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah,
Sure was.
it's a favorite.
Portal's good.
When Portal 2 come out?
I think like 2010-ish.
It was. I was still living in Washington.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's
Portal 2 is 2011.
good times.
yeah, I'm trying to remember what my brother was saying.
I still remember the
"Keep
apartment that my ex and I were living in when Portal 2 came out. It was a
Oh.
studio.
Did you guys play Portal 2 together, and that's that caused you to split?
No. The reasons were darker than that.
This is a director.
Yeah.
Ray, do you have an idea what yours would be?
there's a lot, but probably Phantasy Star Online.
Ah, okay.
All right.
Very well. That's acceptable.
What about you, audience?
Yeah, audience. Sitting there with your ears open listening to us and your eyes open watching us and
Yeah.
your mouth open devouring us.
What? Wait. Wait a minute.
What, don't you want to be devoured? Aren't you a furry? Isn't that the thing they like to be? They like to be devoured or
And
something.
your big paws stomping on us, ooh.
What is this? Ooh, you think you guys talk about? Jeez.
It's
Sorry, do you prefer OWO?
They're emoji faces.
I know. I
You
was
very
just-
different.
Emoji face. Emoji face is the name of my new horror movie monster.
Yeah, there were a lot of great games that came out during that time, but I kind of have to go with the one that I put like thousands of hours into.
That's reasonable.
Totally makes sense.
If we're talking about the ones we put thousands of hours into, then mine would probably be Super Smash Bros. Melee.
Nice.
Really?
Really?
Is that surprising?
Okay, it's probably not thousands of hours. It might top out at 1,000 hours.
Oh,
But, yeah, it was a lot.
Nice.
I thought we were talking about like the game we played the most in 2000, wasn't it? But in time.
No, we're talking about our personal favorite games from the year 2000 to the year 2010.
Ah,
That's
Well.
the premise.
okay. That's the thing though. I like Mega Man Legends. I played a lot. But if I had to put the one I played the most back then,
Mhm.
remember.
If I had to
Oh
pick
yes,
a single game I picked
Oh,
the
wait.
most, it would probably be Minecraft.
Disgaea 1. That's right. That's the one.
God.
The very first one. The Laharo laugh. Oh man. And how Etna was plot to kill him every time, even at the very start of the story. I said couldn't stop laughing at. And who could ever forget Thursday the robot?
I don't even remember Tuesday.
Well, that's. Well, you better get on your counter. You better get on your counter, Stoker. You're missing out.
What I do, man.
Gordon is
When was
looking
New
at.
Vegas? New Vegas was late 2010.
You got a star.
I got a rock.
Oblivion was 2006, and Skyrim was 10 years and 3 days ago. Skyrim was November 11th, 2011.
Oh
and they
yeah, it
just
came
had
out
their
on
10-year anniversary.
the
Lord.
birthday of a friend of mine. I remember that because they were super excited about Skyrim for their birthday.
Yeah. I just remember all the advertising where it was just like 11, 11, 11.
Funny thing about this guy back then, I really thought it was a huge thing. All the it fit all the dishes I wanted in an RPG. Absurd level caps, basically breaking the weapons and armor in a video game. It had like it was pretty much like a game that was just supposed to capitalize on your niche and RPGs where you just want to break everything, and the game will acknowledge that. What you like. Lahara say, "Wait a minute! You gotta be kidding me! He's level 4,000 with actual voice acting."
Hang on, Rick's got some
Yes.
narrative.
Oh, sorry.
We have narrative. A beam of light pierced through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window, only to find a turquoise-blue comet shimmering at her. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get that comet!" The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look! Peering down at the icy ground where the Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed clusters of star bits encased in the ice. "Pretty good, huh? Finding star bits is my specialty," said Luma, beaming. "There's ice here, but it's so warm. I'll bet there's water here, too." The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the turquoise comet, the pair continued to search for Luma's mother.
Wait, they were on a comet, but it was warm. That's a neutron star.
Well, I mean, nothing like that could pose.
Yeah,
an
translations of
obstacle.
heavenly bodies in this game is kind of weird anyway, so...
Listen, these things are just minor obstacles for a gigantic goddess like Rosalina.
Glad goes there, her heavenly body. Ho 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 ho. All right.
Okay,
Show
Jonas,
us.
don't make me get out the bonk hammer.
I'll follow up on him on that. I'll do it.
Don't you test me now, boy. I'll do it.
I'll tell you what.
I'll bonk you. I'm gonna bonk your
Bobby,
ass.
stop being horny for the Star Lady.
God dang it, Bobby. I heard Bobby played this game called Tomb Raider. He played a girl.
My God. What kind of games are they making these days? Oh,
I still laugh at that line in that episode so much.
Do you like that one game where it's like top down, you're exploring this land of Hyrule, and you play as this little knight named Zelda? Ah, it's so great.
So we've talked about games we loved. What are some games you hate?
Juju.
Juju?
Dak, what was it called?
How
Dak
about
and Juju?
games that, specifically, games that you hate that you spent good money on?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh,
yeah.
I rented that game like 3 times in Blockbuster, and I fucking hated it every single time.
Juju. I'm not. Oh wait. Was it called Tack and the Power of Juju or something like
Yes.
that?
Yes, I'm looking at it now on Wikipedia. That's what it was called.
I do remember seeing that advertised.
The game was
Okay.
awful.
I have it right here. I'm looking at it right now. Enchanted Arms. Even though it got one of the most bizarre storylines, and yeah, that's the best way to put it. It has a really bizarre. It's basically Full Metal Alchemist, but really bad writing.
All right.
Oh, it hurts my head just listening to it. They tried to make some sort of a Pokemon-ish alchemy system in this game. Still, though, it was gifted to me, so I wanted to beat it, but I can't stand the story. Oh man, the story in this. Reminds me.
Meat.
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 Meat. I loved that game.
Maybe I've never. Playing that game made me hungry, and I loved it. And then everybody plays the hot chocolate level, and I'm like, I'm not there. The one oh wait, there's the meat.
Yeah, we need
Oh,
meat.
you see
Oh,
there's the what now?
There's
The
the
meat?
meat. Yeah.
The meat?
I was wondering why
Meat.
we were saying meat, and I
Meat.
saw the meat.
Meat.
Gravy.
Meat. Gravy.
Grape. Grape.
Gravy. Gravy.
Ah.
Vegetables.
You know, I'm probably not going to do anything for Thanksgiving this year, except for a Zoom call.
You can't eat those.
Yeah, we could try. But, I don't know, maybe I'll stream.
Eh.
Me? Me?
I remember this one Thanksgiving around 2009, I think. Dad was in the hospital for really unpleasant reasons I don't want to get into. So, and it was right around Thanksgiving, so we ended up having like the most like simple, basic Thanksgiving dinner ever. Where it was like leftover Chinese duck and like velvet cupcakes we got it from 7-Eleven. It was kind of awesome.
I was gonna say, that actually sounds kind of charming in its way.
Man, I thought I was gonna be doing something fun for Thanksgiving.
I don't know. Maybe I'll hit up Carson and see if he's doing anything. But
So I'm supposed to be making a display thing that's gonna be in like this high-end shopping mall Thanksgiving week, and that's what we're working on like the last month or so.
oh, cool.
And I was supposed to. The
Maybe
plan
it
was for me and
kidnapped
the plan was for me and the main producer to fly up there and have it set up and stuff. And apparently, only this past week they told me, "Oh, actually, the budget only has enough for one person to fly New York, so it's just going to be the producer." And I'm just like, "But my producer is a guy that has a family, and he's like going to be with them for Thanksgiving. I don't live with my family. Let me go do something on Thanksgiving."
No,
Yeah.
you stay.
Well, really, what I want to do is I want to be at the Macy's Day Parade. I think that would be kind of cool.
That would be kind of cool, actually. I've never seen that in person myself.
And this
Yeah,
would be
me
an
neither.
interesting year for it, because guess who's returning for the first time in like a decade?
Sonic?
Yep, Sonic was banned for a while because he kept getting caught on shit, and they finally got an updated balloon design for him, so he's gonna be back.
I thought you were going to
Oh,
name
yeah.
some celebrity, like that one time they got Rick Astley or whatever.
We
Nope,
did,
it's
it's Sonic.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic is a
Sonic the
celebrity.
Hedgehog at celebrity.
How dare you suggest that Sonic isn't a celebrity, Jonas?
Just
Aw.
excited. Ignore.
Next thing you know, you're gonna be telling me that Nintendo does what Say doesn't.
Yeah. You took the words right out of my mouth.
And I'd do it again.
You took the mouth right out of my face.
They took my face, Justin!
That's a possibility.
Excuse me. I squeaked.
You blow up all of these.
You need to be just the right distance away.
Are those like shadow boos or something?
They look like the horrifying
bombos.
offspring between a bomb and a boo.
Yes, they're dead bombs.
Wow.
Yeah, that one's Bobby.
I was about to say, no, Bobby!
No, I don't want
We-
to haul.
Oh, man. That will never stop sparking joy.
You're a monster.
Yeah. I am.
And now he's acting proud of it? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
See? It's fun.
Fun for the whole family.
And most importantly, for me.
Yeah. Genetically inherited psychopathy. It's fun for the whole family.
Psychopathy?
Someone just has to even the balance out. Come on.
God,
Yeah,
exploding
there have been
boos.
some things to look into, like if some of those mental disorders are actually hereditary, and some of them are.
I definitely get all of the crazy from the dad side of the family. Like, you know, my mom is this, you know, nice, down-to-earth little Jewish lady.
Your mom is a nice, down-to-earth little Jewish lady.
That's literally what he said, but okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, I was just agreeing. She's a very nice lady. I've met her.
Yeah. Stokes had Thanksgiving at my house. At my mom's house.
I did. It was so good. We had turkey with
Is she
mole.
like, Jonas, I made you chutzpah.
Jonas, are you
Um,
okay?
It's just, chutzpah means like
Oh wait, sorry. Yeah, I don't know what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of the salted bread. What is that called?
matzah.
Matzah.
Takes a lot of chutzpah to make
I made
matzah.
you. I made you chutzpah. I'm like, wow, mom made me character stat enhancing food.
God damn it.
Nice.
Don't ever ask me to try and pronounce or say Yiddish things. I don't understand it.
I'm a completely out of character.
I might have to tell her that one, Miller.
Dang it.
There you go.
I remember when I said Mazel Tov and she laughed so much.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, who got you saying that? I wonder."
Yeah.
Good times.
Chat says chutzpah is an entirely different form of saltiness.
Oh, I cackled again. I cackle a lot. Because I'm just such a
And we appreciate it every single time.
I'm just such a happy guy. Boom, 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 boom.
Oh wait, is that what they're called? They're not called
What?
boos, they're called booms.
No.
Oh.
No, they are called booze.
Wiki says bomboos.
Wow, that's
Silly.
Oh, you ever heard of a ghost explode before?
Ghost explodes. Yeah, the ghost is just like, oh no! Boom!
It happens. It's ghost explodiatus.
Ghost explode. Jonas, you must be stopped for the good of all mankind.
No,
Oh my god, it's a face and hands boss. Nintendo, how creative.
Oh, hi, baby. You come to, see why I'm making all these weird noises? You ought to be used to that from me by now.
I was supposed to say, why would you not be used to it?
Yes, child. Baby child, the child baby. Yes, yes, I know, you're extremely cute. You remind me all the time. You're like, look at me, I'm adorable.
Oh,
Careful there, Rick.
Flat.
What am I gonna eat tonight?
I don't know, Starker. What are you gonna eat tonight?
KD.
Yeah.
KD?
Cracking
KD?
up.
KD?
Yeah, I was gonna say, GC might know what it is because it's a more popular thing in Canada.
It pretty much originated down here, as far as I know.
Nice.
What is...
Well, no, we have the same thing. It's just not called KD here. It's just called Kraft Macaroni and Cheese.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was called Kraft Dinner in Canada.
Well, yeah, KD.
Okay.
Yeah.
KD.
Yeah.
Gotta
Mac
have
and
a-
cheese.
An abbreviation.
Yes, sir.
Of course, calling it dinner implies you can just eat that for dinner, and that's enough.
I mean, yeah.
All right, I see how it is.
You can make it fancy by adding sliced up hot dogs to it.
Yes, but inherently, in and of itself, is it dinner?
dinner
I mean,
is dangerous.
Philosophically,
Is
speaking,
hamburger
it's-
helper dinner? You have to add hamburger to it.
That's true.
Oh,
But hamburger helper doesn't have dinner. Fine. I accept your paradigm.
well, to be fair, we
Max
do
just says
pretty
mac and
much.
cheese is a balanced meal. It's got starch. It's got there's protein in the cheese, right? Maybe
Theoretically, I mean, if you call that,
theoretically, there's theoretical proteins in it.
yeah.
The proteins are in a superposition of both existing and not existing.
I
You
think
need, to have, like,
somebody's. Sorry.
you need to have like survival mac and cheese that has like the entire like it has all the nutrients you need for a day.
I mean, that's just an MRI, right? Or MRE, sorry.
I think somebody.
Right?
I think I got the best analogy for that the other day. Somebody pointed out it, but the craft dinner down here is probably the equivalent of ramen in Japan.
You mean ramen?
Ramen, sorry.
Yeah, everybody loves ramen.
Yeah.
Okay.
Easy.
Nobody like that show.
Easy to make, quick, tasty. As far as nutrients go, I'm pretty sure. Let me double check.
You're like, as far as nutrients go, I'm pretty sure there aren't any.
You know, for the longest time,
Cheese.
like all through the 80s and 90s, I basically accepted top ramen as like the ramen standard. And then sometime in the 2000s, I discovered a store, or I should say a supermarket, called 99 Ranch,
Oh god, 99 Ranch.
which is this, I don't know, I think it's mostly a West Coast thing. You probably don't have it elsewhere.
99
But,
bottles of ranch on the wall.
yeah, thank you. I don't know why it's got that weird name. It's a weird name. It has nothing to do with the store itself, but it's an Asian food store. It's an amazing Asian food store. And that was where I discovered the myriad, the galaxy, the panorama of various types of ramen, like all the awesome ramens and all the weird ones.
That's where your third eye was fully opened.
It's where at last my ramen eye reached its whatever.
Yeah,
yeah.
that.
Yeah, but yeah, that was when I discovered like kimchi ramen and like roasted chicken ramen and like like the funky seafood ones, like like squid, jellyfish, caviar ramen or some shit.
That's literally what it says on the label. Squid, jellyfish, caviar ramen or some shit.
Nah, I've not. There's one good ramen place near me that I've gotten some from, but I'm still mostly just a like cup noodle guy.
That's fair.
Bachelor living, baby.
All right.
Baby.
Secret star.
Secret star, secret star.
Secret star.
It's green.
Just like Star Trek.
Eh?
Secret of Bowie Base.
99 Ranch is the greatest place because they have all this stuff for dirt ass cheap. Like absurd. You can go in there with
Stars have a
$12.
Special
Sorry.
power. Ask the Green Lumas about them.
Okay. I could say there's a couple of 99 ranches around Dallas.
You should check them out. You can go there. You can go there with like $12 and come out with an armload of groceries. And like they've got like Vietnamese coffee, like the super like Hello Boss.
There it is. There it is.
What?
It always comes back to coffee.
All right, look.
Coffee?
The one I've been to before is called H Mart, but that's more specifically like a Korean American thing.
I've been to that one too. Yeah, they're pretty good.
Luigi.
Luigi, what are you doing?
Is he being wacky again? That wacky Luigi.
You sent him mail to
Guess we
Mary.
gotta go rescue Luigi.
At this point, Luigi's spamming Mario.
That was the...
Luigi, capiche paisan? No.
Oh man, any more coffee?
None of that. None of that.
No, Jonas, you need to go bed.
Oh, delicious. I'm fine.
Bling, 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 bling.
He's like, I don't have a problem.
I was looking at a pour over filter the other day, and I was like, Stoker, talk me out of this. And he was just like tempting me. Stoker is the worst boyfriend ever. What was it you said? Hold on, let me dig that conversation.
Yeah, please,
up.
please pull it up and share it with everyone verbatim. My wisdom deserves to be preserved.
I was explaining to him the whole like pour over thing, and he was like, you're already gonna buy this thing. Why even pretend, you coffee slut, you bean whore, you Java gigolo?
That's good.
Word to
Java
God.
Gigolo.
Java Gigolo.
No, I really have. Absolutely. I am now crossing over to like definitive coffee snob levels of bullshit.
Jonas, do you want me
What?
to assist your addiction?
No.
There's a YouTube series you can watch called Coffee with Surge.
Oh shit. Hold on, let me Google that.
Is that when you mix in coffee with Surge Cola?
No, the guy's name is Serge Yeager.
Serge Yeager. Oh, neat. It's a Twitch channel. It plays Desert Bus.
You done did it now.
He's currently on Desert Bus for Hope, which is the charity stream that's been going on since Friday night.
Jesus.
And they will probably continue to go on until Friday night, as they usually do. But yeah, I mean, they also do a thing with this charity marathon specifically that when they start their shift, which is from 8 a.m. CST to 2 p.m. CST, they play a game called Coffee Pong, which is beer pong with coffee.
Oh,
And that's how they get their day started.
ooh, all right.
You know, it's a little bit extreme when even Jonas is like, oh.
I mean, I like coffee, but I also try not to have too much. You know, he says drinking.
I was about to say,
drinking-
really?
I mean, okay, like I know people who will drink like 4 or 5 cups a day. You know, and that's. I mean, I usually I just need 1, sometimes 2, very seldom 3. Like if I'm doing like mad overtime on commissions, I might have 3 cups of coffee, but like that's unusual. My peak was about 10 years ago when I was working as an administrative assistant at a hospital. I was
Luigi, how did you even get in that?
I like how that sentence could just as easily apply to a cat.
Luigi is a cat. No, wait, Mario's the cat.
I mean, in Mario whatever 3D furry world, they all had cat sonas.
Super Mario 3D Furry World.
Yeah, you know, the one...
Miyamoto just came to the designers. It was just like, you get to be a cat, and you get to be a cat, and you get to be a cat. Everyone get to be cats.
What if
That's
he?
exactly
What if he
how
was
it happened?
What if he was like into the whole method acting thing and like forced them all to wear cat suits while they were coding the game?
And
No,
he
he
only
comes-
answered. He only answered to the name Meowamoto.
I was gonna say he comes into the office dressed as was it Rum Tug Tugger?
God, why'd you invoke cats? No.
I like cats.
I
Well,
just
I mean-
remembered when Aaron was telling Danny the various details about cats that he didn't know when he was naming characters, and got to Rum Tum Tugger. This was on Game Grumps, of course, and Danny was just like, "I'm not sure you can say that on YouTube."
We have more storybook.
Oh.
Let us begin.
All right, I have coffee tasting with Surge.
It's
Bookmark
chapter
now.
4, The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. "Where are you going?" she asked her mother's retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't fret, dearest. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains and I can't see the sun or the moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. "I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for your tears to dry." When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. "You have star bits in your eyes," said Luma to the girl. Wiping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not star bits. I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again." At this, Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh mama, wah!"
I killed a man. Put a gun against his. Okay.
The pair traveled through the starry skies, and though they encountered many other comets, not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying," the girl said, giving Luma a squeeze. "I'll give you a present if you stop." The girl closed her eyes and said gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her heart.
So yeah, the one of the reasons I suggest coffee with Serge is because Serge worked as a barista and like managed a coffee shop. I don't know if he was like head barista or actually managed it. He was something like that for like 10 years or something.
Nice. That's
So like
dedication.
he knows a lot about the process that actually goes into making commercial coffee.
You've just found Jonas's new favorite YouTuber.
There's a lot of like weird arcana. Like there's this whole thing about like pea berries. You ever heard of those?
The Coffee Arcana.
Pea berries are okay.
Yeah,
Usually,
you have like the pot and the bean and the pour over and the French and the
mocha pot, AeroPress.
I'm just trying to think of what coffee themed like tarot cards would be.
Oh God, that's probably a thing.
I guarantee it's a thing. You kidding?
Yeah, of course it's on Etsy.
You can find some good shit on Etsy, man.
Amazing.
Y'all remember when Regretsy was a thing? I miss that.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, what?
Regretsy.
that was a fun site.
It was a blog that collected the worst stuff you could find on Etsy. And it was called Regretsy.
It was a thing of beauty, and by beauty I mean cringe.
One man's cringe is another man's beauty, Jonas.
Oh
Indeed.
God, you've served me sheer fucking cringe.
God. All right, Gordon Ramsay.
What about Gordon Freeman?
I would try to do an impression of him, but it doesn't make for good radio.
Beep beep, I'm Gordon Freeman! Jonas and I knew this guy. He's a furry artist. Ritz. R-I-T-T-S. I haven't heard from him in ages. I should check in on him, see if he's still alive. But, he made his own, oh, then he probably is still alive. He made his own custom Half-Life sound pack where he just replaced all of the sound effects with him making noises. So like he would be like for the gun, he'd be like boom boom. And like he made all the monster noises himself, and like you would shoot a monster or something as it was dying, you'd be like, "Ah, you asshole!"
Oh, yeah, I did one.
And like for driving the car, it was just like, beep beep, I'm Gordon Freeman. I think about this a lot to this day. Beep beep. Gordon Freeman.
I'll say
I do say beep beep. Gordon Freeman.
beep beep.
Beep beep. Gordon Freeman. It's Gordon Freeman. I may have problems.
No, you don't have any problems.
That's right, all I have are solutions.
Well... perfect spot.
Excuse me.
Look at the kick counters, like cannons in every stage in a mirror. You wonder how the Bowser get ahead time to get out these cannons in here.
He's rich.
Yeah, that's canon.
Yeah, it's like 10 million castles, so...
I swear though, he has more cannons than money though.
Bowser is the military-industrial complex. It's him
Bowser,
specifically.
yeah, like 30 years ago, Bowser set up a small spacefaring company, and now he handles all of the interplanetary contracts.
That's
Just,
what happens.
Yeah, took all that money, made a bunch of space castles out of them.
It's
Well,
game.
you know, when life hands you space, make space castles. That's what my old pappy used to say.
You know, Pappy sounds like a wise man.
True. Excuse me.
Yeah, I can do a long jump all the way across there.
Nope.
Ow.
Where's the last piece?
Probably somewhere behind where I was.
Seems likely.
Get done there.
I'm getting completely non-productive cravings right now.
What are you craving, Jonas?
Fast food, honestly, it's such a non-useful craving.
Well, Jonas.
Are there such things as useful cravings?
Yes, a useful craving is when you crave success.
Oh, okay. Is that similar to how spite is the greatest force in the universe?
Yes.
It can get shit done.
Well, obviously I need someone to spite then. So I have not been getting shit done.
Oh, you need to find someone to spite.
They should just
Yeah.
have designated spite collectors in any office. That's how
They're
the
called
movie-
anti-vaxxers.
No.
Oh, that hurts. That hurts so bad.
Getting
Shots
topical.
fired.
No, shots not fired. Okay, all right. I'm not going there. I'm not going there. I'm not gonna do it. Oh, oh Lord.
More airships.
There was space, not air. I get airships. Like, this is the platonic design of what you would call an airship, but like, it's a spaceship.
Spaceship. Well,
Wow.
technically, when you leave air to go to space, they still can count the airship because it's originally born in the air.
It's also full of air.
Hot air.
Wow, Rick! I didn't know we were upsetting you that much.
Not you. I was saying shut up at the bad guy for some reason.
I was just like, oh.
Or Canadian ears.
My poor Canadian ears. You're Kinnears. You're Greg Kinnears.
Ow.
Now you're just blasting Mario off the face of the planet.
Knew this day would come. Just didn't think it would
And-
come so soon.
Oh!
So I was playing this Mario game, and then I just started blasting.
And I fired, and I missed, and I fired again, and I missed.
God.
He's
I
brought
ate
it out.
popsicle, and then I fell asleep, and I woke up, and I fired, and I missed.
Missed. Oh God, that destroyed me.
I passed out, and I woke up again, and I hit something, but it wasn't what I was aiming for, so I guess I missed.
Will never not be funny to me. Oh God. Good times.
Yeah, they're good times.
Good times. Bat times.
They were the best of times. They were the fuzziest of times.
It just starts going off into that Birdly thing. Kinda good times, kinda bad times.
I'm sorry. Whenever I think of Burley now, I just hear, "You're not a real gamer."
Oh, Birdly, I only play mobile games.
See, I said the exact same thing the other day when Joe just quoted that.
Yeah. What was my Birdly voice again? It was like it was sort of nasal and like this.
Yes, pretty close.
Yeah, there you go.
Birdly. Birdly.
You had
You're
the
not a real
you had
gamer.
you had the perfect voice for Birdie, honestly. Obnoxious and a good
Well,
You got the perfect voice for Birdly. Obnoxious.
Of course, you know what I mean.
you know,
but I mean, the
it's
point
fine
is,
though, because Burley will never play any more games ever again.
Yeah.
no, but voice acting is good when you can make it believable, and that was believable, Bernie, right there.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Because
I
it
don't
was
know
so obnoxious, right?
Yes.
It was Birdly believable.
I strive to achieve that level of obnoxiousness.
There you go.
Well, Jonas, I believe in you.
Oh. I believe in me too.
I also believe in Harvey
That's-
Dent.
So nice that you believe in yourself, Jonas.
Yeah.
Well, you
and
can
then-
always say there's at least one person.
Hey.
Hmm. Oh, yeah. I guess that's me.
Like, there are things that come through my head, and I'm just like, yeah, that's funny. Let's say that. I'm totally not going to consider any of the implications of how mean it might be. I don't care. It's funny.
Monster.
And then I say it, and I'm just like, oh, that's so funny.
You gotta be funny.
My best puns, like, are just born out of sheer, like, absurdism. Like, I don't know where.
Your Lewis Carrollisms.
You're like, from Gagumba Frumburgers. That's how Jonas is. He's like, Frumburgers.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
If there was ever a game.
Jonas talk like that all the time. Right? He says that every Tuesday.
I
Don't
whisper it.
know him like I do.
Yeah, I have a gibberish problem.
He does have a gibberish problem. Jonas, no, it's not a gibberish problem. It's a, Jonas has an English language problem in that he seeks to destroy it.
Language is overrated.
Honest, don't destroy the English language on me. I need it.
Oh, come on, you're in
fine.
You're in
You're fine.
Canada, GC. You can just back up to France.
Yeah, I mean, you're
So
not
you
using
gotta back up.
you're not using all of those words.
They were trying to get me to do French down here. Well, not really, but I mean, back when I was in elementary. But
I thought, like everybody was like mandated to learn French in Canada, otherwise they shave your head and tar and feather you or something.
they teach you French in elementary and through high school, but it's not forced on you. It's a choice, but it's one of the things they parents over here, like when I was growing up, they always put people in French, French classes in elementary class. So it's pretty much a thing you're going to have to do when you're down here. But it's not hard, really. Like they teach you very slowly. It's not like super hard French. You have to take the real French courses in high school.
It's just pseudo French.
Yeah.
Until then,
Like I'll go
French.
I'll say it right. I'll say it right now. Like when I was in elementary school, grade 3 is when they started teaching us French, mixed in with our regular courses. But and when you're in high school, that's when they give you the real French studying classes. But it's all optional at that point, though.
All right, so Rick, we have come up right to midnight.
Yep.
Oh, so we have.
Yeah,
So we have
all this stuff
the
first.
witching
Let's just
hour.
unlock this, because we have 4 to unlock.
For sure.
Gusty Garden.
I just
Galaxy Garden. It's the best galaxy.
Wait, Freeze Flame. Dusty Dune. I could skip straight to the boss.
No ass.
Literally straight up Bowser.
dark matter plan. Rick with the tease.
All right.
Okay. Another night. I'm done in the Mario Galaxy.
Yep. Knocking
Yeah,
them
and-
stars out.
Yeah.
The planet designs are pretty sweet, though. I like them.
Thank you folks so much for coming out tonight and joining us with
Yeah.
another night of Mario Galaxy. It's lovely
Always
to
a
have so
pleasure.
many people in here.
It is.
Right.
It really
Especially
is.
Especially with the Mario
Especially
games.
you, Steve.
Steve's not
Steve?
here.
Somebody out there's named Steve. You can't prove
Yeah.
there's no Steve. In
There's
this.
always a Steve.
There is a
listening.
Steve. That's Dis.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Yes,
You can't prove that there isn't another Steve in this chat somewhere.
Okay.
I
mean,
mean,
Well,
No,
well,
right.
there's Barry, but I mean, nobody talks about him. Jeez.
Jeez. All right.
All right.
Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
No.
Good night, Steve.
Good night, Steve.
Wherever you
Right.
are.
Yeah.
We'll be watching.
There's always
In
a
our
Steve.
hearts.
Okay.